Welcome back to CTV News at 5. Our house call guest tonight is a Maritimer who knows firsthand just how devastating preeclampsia and HELLP syndrome can be. 1 year ago, Tracey MacCharles' daughter, Jonah was stillborn. Ever since, Tracey and her family have committed themselves to completing random acts of kindness in Jonah's memory. We are very pleased to be welcoming Tracey to our studios tonight. Thanks so much for coming in to chat with us.
Thank you, Starr. It's a pleasure to be here.
Firstly, I'd just like to say I'm so sorry for your loss, and I'm wondering if you could tell us a little bit about the circumstances surrounding Jonah's delivery.
Okay. So Jonah was born at 37 weeks, and she was born still. And I knew I had preeclampsia. I had been hospitalized previous for it, and then I was released and knew that there was a trigger that I should go back to the hospital. I was feeling a little bit of pain and went to the hospital, and I realized that Jonah's heartbeat was no longer there. And I met with the doctors there and I knew for the whole delivery that I was going to be delivering her stillborn, and I didn't want that to be her story. So, which is why I came up with Jonah's Way.
Jonah's Way is a wonderful idea, and we will touch on that in a moment. I just wanted to ask, though, before we move on from the condition of preeclampsia, you had that, but you also had something called HELLP syndrome.
Yes.
Had you ever heard of these before?
I didn't hear of HELLP before. I had preeclampsia in a previous pregnancy, and with the HELLP syndrome, it was a variant of preeclampsia, so I didn't really understand it at all until after everything happened, after Jonah had passed away, and I realized how sick I was.
How sick were you?
So I had congestive heart failure, I had renal failure, I had elevated liver enzymes, I had something that's called DIC, which is with your blood coagulation, and fluid on my lungs, and I had lost my vision.
You could have lost your life.
Yes, that's right.
What's your message to Maritimers? What would you like them to know when it comes to preeclampsia and HELLP syndrome? The warning signs, what to look out for?
Yeah, well, the costs of preeclampsia and HELLP syndrome are so high. Not only can the baby be lost, but the mother as well. And not a lot of people know about preeclampsia, and it's important to educate themselves and to be their own advocate.
May is actually Preeclampsia Awareness Month.
That's right.
And you're doing that. You're raising awareness about it for sure. Now, let's talk about Jonah's Way, because I mentioned your random acts of kindness a little earlier.
Yes.
Why did you decide that you were going to do this, Tracey?
Well, like I said, I didn't want Jonah's story to be one of sadness. I didn't want people to remember her as being stillborn. So I knew it was important to change that, and I wanted her legacy to be one of happiness, one of joy, and spreading kindness to others. We received so much support throughout the last year, and it was important for us to share that with other people as well.
Now, you did that on Saturday because Saturday would have been Jonah's birthday.
Yes.
So you rallied together friends and family members from near and far. We have some pictures here. You made a visit to the Halifax Commons and passed out flowers and toys and candy. What else did you do that day, Tracey?
We donated to the Adsum House, Bryony House, Metro Turning Point. We donated blood. Some people signed up for organ donation, and we were all over the city.
Feed Nova Scotia.
Feed Nova Scotia, yes.
Beyond the acts of kindness performed yesterday on your website, there are also a lot of acts of kindness that you've inspired people to do. Why do you think so many people want to be involved with this? Why do so many people want to help?
I think it touches people's hearts, and a lot of times they may not know what preeclampsia and HELLP syndrome are, but they know someone who have lost someone that has been important to them, and they want to, help in any way they can. And we've received so many acts of kindness from all over the world. It's been incredible.
You also started a free Doppler rental service as an act of kindness for women who may be worried that they're going to experience complications during pregnancy.
Yes.
Tell me a bit about that.
So with the Doppler program, we rent free Dopplers for the duration of the pregnancy to high-risk women, and we do that so not to let them know that their baby is okay, because they can't do that, but only so that they can hear the baby's heartbeat throughout the pregnancy. So listen to the baby's heartbeat and get the joy from that while they can, because it's one of the best memories of Jonah for me.
It can be reassuring too, I'm sure, for women who are in a high-risk situation.
Yeah. So we just gave our first recipient their Doppler just a few weeks ago.
That's fantastic. How important is it for you personally and for your family to talk about Jonah when it comes to your healing?
Well, for me, that was the one thing that while delivering her, I wanted people to say her name. I didn't want people to forget her. And she was so special and so precious, and I knew that Jonah's life wasn't lost for no reason, and I wanted people to say her name and to remember her in a way that I do, because I remember her as being, you know, someone very dear to my heart.
Thank you so much for coming in and speaking to us, Tracey.
Okay. Thank
Sure,
you.
you've opened a lot of eyes. We wanted to let you know that you can get more information on Jonah's Way by visiting the hot link section of our website. Just go to atlantic.ctvnews.ca. CTV News at 5 will return after these messages.